You know, this team coming off a big win like that, confidence-wise, it's got to be big for this group going into what could be a big weekend for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you go on the road and you beat a top 20 team early in the season. I think it gives you a little bounce in your step. But, we did some really good things offensively. We shared the basketball. And probably most importantly in my mind, we didn't get shook when they made the run and came back and took the lead. We kind of stuck to our guns. So obviously it's early in the season. There's a lot of things we can improve upon that we'll look at on film today, but definitely a step in the right direction.
Rebounding-wise, obviously with Toby down for a while, you kind of had to, you're going to have to do it by committee anyway, but now even more so. How important is that emphasis for you guys going into this?
Well, we need Kyrie Thomas to go get 10 or 11 rebounds like he did the other night. Marcus has got to be involved in rebounding. Our point guards have to be involved. So, we understand we have to do it by committee, and fundamentally we have to be pretty sound with our blockouts, and that'll certainly be important as we move forward to UCLA.
Very clear. Guys, Tyshawn particularly talked about thinking about not thinking, trying to not get too focused on a game. How have you seen these guys maybe forget that and rely on instinct?
Well, it's tough when you're young and you're learning, because you're somewhat paralyzed by your own thoughts because of everything we've thrown at them in 6 weeks. Defensive positioning, different plays, and different spacing responsibilities that they have. And, Tyshawn just went out and played, and Mitch along with Tyshawn, those two are really mature beyond their years in terms of not getting sped up and understanding how to play the game, making the simple plays rather than trying to make the hero plays. So, they really played within themselves, and obviously they both were very impactful in that win.
I know it's a small sample, but how do you feel about the way you guys have rebounded so far this season? The numbers certainly show that you guys are doing it well, but
I'm pleased to this point. We're doing a pretty good job blocking out. Our blockout percentage numbers are good. Some of rebounding is the luck of a draw that the ball bounces your way sometimes, but our guys have been active. They understand we have to pay attention to detail in the area of rebounding, because we're not built to have guys go up to the top of the square and get the ball, so we have to do it in a different way, and so far we've been able to do that.
You don't see a lot of young guys, confidence-wise, you want them to step up and take shots and be comfortable with that, but Tyshawn sees the first one go down, and there's no hesitation from him after that. How rare is that to see a guy just be comfortable with pulling the trigger as he's kind of trying to make a name for himself with the team?
He's been practicing here for 6 weeks, and obviously we've had workouts this summer. I'm not sure anybody's ever told him not to shoot. So he knows he has the green light. If it's a good shot, you're open, your feet are set, go ahead and shoot it. Those are shots that we try to draw up with all those genius X's and O's as coaches have. So if you can get one in transition, you can get it out of the flow of your motion offense, we want our guys to take it.
Do you have a clearer timetable for Toby at this point?
I think best case is 3 weeks. 3 to 4, 3 to 5, somewhere in there. But we couldn't have gotten any better news. I think we all felt there was a good chance it was fractured based on some of the tests on site the other night after the game and at halftime. So, the fact that while it's a severely sprained ankle, it could have been much worse.
When you look back on the film defensively, did your guy? I know Northwestern's a tough team to guard. You mentioned that, but did they follow through sort of with the scouting report plan?
We made some mistakes, but some of the instances was Northwestern making shots with hands in their face and guys in the right spot. Sometimes we were a little late maybe with our shot challenge, but for the most part, for the first big game, I was pretty pleased in terms of how we executed what our plan was. And there were a few breakdowns. Unfortunately, a few of the breakdowns were late in the game, but it's something that we'll look at on film and hopefully we can correct by Monday.
Just knowing that you guys can kind of outscore a team going into a matchup with a team like UCLA and what they like to do, is that important for this group really?
Well, I think it's important that we don't think that way. I think it's important that we figure out ways to win on the days when the shots aren't going in. Now, to our guys' credit, we didn't settle for a lot of perimeter jump shots. 16 threes for us is really on the low end of probably what we're going to take three-point-wise. But we got to the basket, we got to the mid-range, we created rotations, we were able to dump it down to Martine for some easy ones. That's the kind of attacking mode that I want out of the team. And if people plug that up and take it away, then we'll kick it to our three-point shooters. So I don't ever want to go into a game thinking, hey, at the end of the day, we'll score more points. let's figure out a way to stop them and then let our offense take care of itself.
Two more.
UCLA. Look at them. It's going to be another fun one to watch. I feel like for those who maybe aren't playing, maybe stressful for you guys as coaches, but at least electric.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fast-paced.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they're going to slow it down like Northwestern did the second half. You know, I think it'll be similar to what you saw in the first half against Northwestern. Two teams running up and down, and you know they're trained to play that way, as are we. Holiday's really talented at the point guard position, and obviously we've got some talented guards. They've got McDonald's All-Americans, so you know we have to figure out a way to slow them down with not allowing that to impact our pace. So, you know, we're just starting to get into the preparation for how we're going to do that, but I'm confident by Monday we'll be ready.
Well, Martine, I mean, it seems like he's kind of been, I don't know, it's just like plug in a guy and get a strong performance, but it's not that easy, but it seemed like an easy transition for him stepping into the role he's had.
He had a great offseason, and you know, you heard me talk early in practice that I thought he was as improved as anybody in our program. And he didn't show it in our exhibition games, but I think he settled in a little bit, and he let the game come to him. If he'll just ball screen and he'll run, he'll get to the rim. I mean, his teammates are going to find him, and good things are going to happen. And you know, he was active on the boards, and you know, while he made a couple mistakes late that I wanted to choke him for, you know, he goes and gets a huge offensive rebound, put back, and has a great defensive switch on the last possession and gets his hands active. So while there were some mistakes that he'll learn from, there's also some good things that he's going to take from that tape that really impacted our winning the game.
Thanks. So you, it's the first chance that we got to talk to you since that last game, but when you get a shot to go down early like that, it seemed like you could just see your confidence huge. I mean, how big is that for you to have that kind of performance early in the year?
It's actually very big. Really wasn't expecting me to come out there and play and perform the way I did, but I really just decided to go out there and just play instead of just thinking too much. Just go out there and just show people what I can do.
For you guys, with all the young talent that you have, you know, you and Mitch being able to contribute early in that game and be a big part of that when Toby went down. How important is that for you guys to kind of have some ownership and not just feel like rookies coming in there in these games?
I mean, it's big. Coach Matt trusts us. He know what he brought in for us. He know what all we can do. He just wants us to go in and just play our basketball, play Creighton style, keep running, keep playing ball. Me and Mitch, we're like brothers. We get along with each other. We hang out. We do everything together. So it's a great opportunity for Coach Matt to just let us go out there and play.
What have these first few weeks been like for you guys? I mean, it's not easy to step in and just play the Blue Jay way. What's it been like? What have you had to kind of wrap your head around?
It's been pretty good. Sometimes we had to change some stuff up, but we know we know what we are capable of doing. Just go out there and just try to perform the best way we can. Go out there and try to play Blue Jay basketball and just play the way that we play.
Is there an aspect of your game, Tyshawn, that you think you've improved on the most maybe since you arrived on campus?
Really my ball handling and my shooting right now, and really not thinking as much. I just go out there and just play instead of just going out there thinking what I can do, instead of just going out there and just know and doing what I can do, just play to be honest.
What kind of a shot in the arm is a win on the road like that? I mean, against the top 25 team, what kind of a shot in the arm is that?
It's very big. They're a very, very good team. We came out there, we had to just put our foot on from the beginning, so they wouldn't have to come back and just try to dominate us. They slowed the game out a lot. We tried to pick it up as fast as we can, but they were playing really slow ball. But we come out there and just played the way that we were supposed to do.
So how do you come back and play well again? I mean, that's the challenge, right?
Yeah.
To put another good game together against a good team.
Yeah, that's the challenge. But we know what we are capable of doing. Today's practice, we should go ahead and just focus on and look at what all we can do, what all we know we got to do. Just continue running. But we're all in shape. Just continue running, keep playing Blue Jay basketball, hit a lot of shots, practice, and we'll definitely figure out a way this weekend.
The opportunity for you guys this weekend. I mean, you guys come in, you're not ranked, you beat Northwestern on the road, kind of maybe get people's attention. Now you got UCLA and then either Wisconsin or Baylor. I mean, this is a big weekend for you guys to kind of make a name for yourselves and earn some of that respect from people. How important is that for you guys?
It's very important. We know we were supposed to be, many people looked down on us. Really, many people didn't know what we were capable of doing because we lost a lot of important people, but we brought in some new people, me and Mitch, Jacob, so on. But we know what we got to do. We got to sit there and just keep playing the way that we play.
How familiar are you with UCLA? I think they play similar style. At least they on a run up, and that could be a fun game.
I played against some of the players that's on the team, but I know what some of them are capable of doing. We know what we are capable of doing. Just go out there and just know we got to do best, and just watch film, know what we got to learn and everything. We'll go out there and just play.
Tyshawn, you mentioned how good of a team Northwestern was. It was a well-played game on both sides. What does it show you about playing at this level now?
It shows that we can pretty much do anything. The only thing we got to do is just go out there and play. Don't hesitate. Don't think. We need to just go out there and put our foot on it from the beginning and just play Blue Jay basketball.
Did you play without a shoe, by the way?
Yeah, I played without a shoe for a good
couple
2-3 minutes. Yeah.
Is there a strategy when you're playing with one shoe on?
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Just really, like, the biggest one is just don't sit there and just, like, think about it. Just go ahead, because on the defensive side, I knew I had to give up. So, especially if I only have, like, one shoe on. But
I think you guys actually outscored him.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
Yeah,
we ended up doing
it's okay.
But shoot.
That's not something you see very often. Has that happened to you before? Where you've been?
Nah.
Yeah,
I thought they was going to stop the game, but
no.
I guess not. So I just had to continue playing with a shoe.
You're gonna start wearing those grippy socks underneath?
I got to tie my shoes a lot tighter. I got to tie my shoes tighter.
What you guys, UCLA could be a high-scoring game. Obviously, Wisconsin, Baylor, whatever it ends up being. Is it good to know that you guys have won a shootout already on the road away from home, and knowing that you can maybe do that again if you need to?
Yeah, it's actually fantastic. We just gotta go out there and just play. To be honest, really just play Blue Jay basketball. We know we got a shot on the road. We know what we can do off the road. We know what we can do on the road as well. Just continue to bring out the support, because we know we got a big fan base and everything. So go out there and just play.
Appreciate it.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
man.
much.
Appreciate it. Good luck. What's the excitement level for you guys? Knowing the opportunity ahead of you here with a couple of big games for you guys this week.
Oh, I mean, everybody's kind of excited, ready to get back after. We had, the day off yesterday. Of course, we had the big win against Northwestern Wednesday night. So, everybody's kind of, anxious, ready to get back at it.
Do you feel like, because you guys come in, you're not ranked, you get a win on the road against a ranked team, that's obviously going to get people's attention a little bit, but then you got a good team against UCLA, you got Wisconsin, Baylor, who are both reputable programs. How big is this weekend, for perspective for you?
I would say it's one of our biggest weekends. One of our first biggest weekends coming up. So, everybody got to, stay focused, maintain and trust the process like we've been doing in the off season.
When you play well, Taz, as a team and get a big win, how difficult is it to stay kind of grinding and focus and put together another good performance?
Oh, well,
next week against another good team.
Like you said, when the team's doing what we're doing and winning, everybody's on their toes, everybody's in the gym more, stuff like that. But as the coach said, we can get better. With little things like whether it's a box out, knowing the plays and the defensive plays. So we always got room for improvement. So we're not just satisfied with just that win.
Ty was talking about thinking about not thinking, like trying to not focus too hard. You've been there, you've been a young guy in the game. How have you seen these young dudes maybe try not to overthink things?
Oh, well, yeah, I kind of tell that to them as well, like off the court and whether they're on the sideline or not. Not to think, really don't overthink. Don't go out there thinking like I got to do this, I have to do that. Just go out there and play your game and really just be confident in yourself. And they showed it Wednesday night in the first half.
How important was it for Tyshawn? Seeing that first shot go down, you can kind of see the light bulb go on in his head, and obviously Mitch, confidence-wise, doesn't really waver there either. But for Tyshawn, especially with those young guys, how big is it to have, a strong performance on the road early in the season, knowing what you need from him this year?
Oh, that was big for us with Toby being out, so we have to go with depth into our bench. Mitch, as a freshman, had to play the 4, and he's not even a 4. So with him stepping up into that role and being prepared and knowing what to do, that's one thing. But with Tyshawn coming up at the backup point, being comfortable with it and knocking down those shots, that's something we're going to need in the long run.
Two more rebounding-wise. Obviously, with Toby down, you guys are maybe a little limited on size if there's a weakness in your roster. Obviously, you want to collectively pick up the pace there, but for you personally, how important is the rebounding part of it going to be for you?
Oh, well, I mean, Coach Mack is always, hard on us about rebounding and helping our big guys out. So I think for us to be a very good rebounding team, me and Marcus, we're going to have to go in there and do the dirty work and help Martine or Manny.
UCLA, it's going to be another fun up-tempo
shootout, right?
Yeah, exactly. We know how they are. Big, strong, athletic guards. It's something we're practicing now, so just got to be ready. Hopefully everybody's ready, tuned in, and focused.
It was fun to watch though against Northwestern. I imagine it'd be fun to play a game like that again.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Thanks, man.